It's Time Warner Cable's local edition. My name is Brad Pomerance, and Jim Clarke is back. He is a member of the Culver City Council. And sir, as you know, there have been many challenges facing municipalities as a result of the weight of pension obligations. We know that Stockton suffered, we know San Bernardino suffered, and some would say in large part because of pension obligations. How's Culver City doing on that front?
Well, Culver City's in good shape. I mean, we've made some reforms with respect to new hires so that we're not going to be impacted as much. But during the very bad recession period time, the investments that CalPERS was making did not return on what they projected. And as a contracting agency, we're responsible for making up the differential for that. So, and
how are you supposed to do that? I mean, you have a negotiated amount coming in from your employees, that share.
Right.
Where do you get the rest?
Well, it has to come from the employers. The employers, if there's a deficit, the employer, meaning the city of Culver City, has to make it up. And we've been told that over the next 6 years, we're facing increases of approximately 50% both for our public safety and our general employees in our employer contributions.
To make up the deficit from the bad economy.
From the bad economy, correct.
So that, to me, suggests that you're going to have some trouble with labor negotiations.
Well, actually, we've been able to enter into agreements with our labor unions, all of them, and for the really first time in several years, we have multi-year agreements, which is great for us. We did put in a provision that indicates that any increases over 50% would be shared 50-50 between the employees and the city.
And where are you now?
Well, we are below those amounts. Public safety could rise as high as 56% to 59%.
Okay, so then you share 6 to 9%.
Yes.
But there's still 50% that you got to find.
Right.
When in the background you also have another unexpected obligation, and that deals with storm water runoff.
Correct.
And fortunately, we have some storm water runoff lately, which is good. We like that. Yeah. But you need to come up with, I think, $90 million to treat.
It's about $50 million.
$50 million?
It's projected to be $1.2 billion for the entire watershed area of LA. We're 4% of that, so it's about $50 million. And our general fund budget is about $90 million a year. And
how many years do you have to collect $50 million?
It's over about a 6-year period of time. But if it required a treatment plant for filtration or that, then we would have an ongoing share of the cost of that going.
So where are you going to get almost $10 million a year to pay out a $50 million a year obligation over 6 years?
That is the big question that we're looking at. We have a public finance advisory committee that was created when our sales tax increased. They've taken that on as a responsibility to try to come up with some ideas, but they're very limited. I mean, you've got property tax, you've got parcel tax, you can create a special financing district. I mean, we're looking to the state. The water bond was passed. There's a little bit of money in there, but not enough clearly to deal with the whole problem throughout.
You're not the only city in the region, presumably, that is facing this.
Correct.
So could there be a regional solution?
Well, it's going to probably have to be, yes. And it'll be spearheaded probably by the county and the city of Los Angeles, who have the biggest share of whatever the mitigation costs are going to be.
So would it be a bond possibly that would be put on the ballot?
Possibly, yeah.
As a city official, it just seems so very difficult to manage your finances when they really are out of your control. When you have these obligations coming down from Sacramento, how do you manage?
Well, not only are they out of our control, but what we have is the sort of arrows in our quiver are really pretty limited in what we can do because of, there really isn't much else that can be done with except for things like property taxes or sales taxes.
His name is Jim Clarke. He is the lucky man who is a member of the Culver City Council. My name is Brad Pomerance, and you're watching Time Warner Cable's local edition.